A drowning man clutching at straws. Wow. Listen to Gabby.
The opposition leader is a drowning man clutching at straws. Why do I say that? Why do you say that, Gabrielle? Well, I say that because two things are happening in the PNP right now. The first thing is that the party is suffering from 3 consecutive electoral defeats. And what that does, as we all know, is it puts the question as to whether he can maintain his role as president of the PNP into big question. There are serious arguments happening about whether Mark Golding will take the PNP into the next general election. Persons have been tipped for who they believe will go challenge Mark Golding. Obviously, lots of discussion happening about Damian Crawford and some arguments that if Mark Golding is seen to not be able to win the leadership election, then the very general secretary who stands beside him today is likely to throw his hat into the ring as well. That's what the people are saying on the ground. And so what you have is a man desperate to win the hearts of people he has lost. The first set of those people is the base of the PNP, many of whom continue to vote because of this love for Michael Manley that the PNP likes to continue to associate with.
Hold on there. So, Mr. Golding, according to Gabby, has lost the base of the party. Now, when you lose the base of your party, then you're really in big trouble, you know. You know, the traditionalists, those persons who consider themselves foundations or foundation members, he has lost them. Is Mr. Golding at risk of losing the leadership of the People's National Party? Is that what is happening here? You know, I see Zaire Ricardo writing that Mark Golding, you cannot have your mouth speaking in 15 different directions and then expect Jamaicans to believe you every time you turn around and say, I never said that. That is in response to Mr. Golding having to come out to clarify his comments on democratic socialism. Let's finish listening to Gabby.
And the second are the young people like myself, because I was not around in the 70s, but the young people who do not have the lived experience of socialism. Many of them who say we want more, we believe there is inequality and we want more access to things. And so democratic socialism, or socialism, which is frankly all that it is, becomes appealing to them. So when you're drowning and you need to grasp the attention of people, you say anything. It's the same thing I spoke about in my intro last week, this idea of pick-me politics and pick-me politicians. It's the politician who is willing to say anything they believe is necessary, even at the demise of a country.
Wow, even at the demise of a country. So the Gleaner publishes an article attributing a position to Mr. Golding pursuing Michael Manley's democratic socialism. Furious debates, the diaspora debating it. People are criticizing Mr. Golding and his position. And then Mr. Golding suddenly appear on an Instagram post saying that the Gleaner misrepresented him. Now, why would the Gleaner misrepresent the leader of the opposition? And if the Gleaner misrepresented Mr. Golding, then Mr. Golding should ask the Gleaner to retract the story and publish the correct story. And as Ricardo is suggesting, leadership does not work like that. If Mr. Golin was misrepresented, then he should publish the exact words, the precise words, and let the Jamaican people judge for themselves. But you cannot build a reputation, Mr. Golin, for making political statements, and then whenever the political temperature gets too hot, you run backwards and pretend the statement never happened. This writer is saying that a leader's mouth cannot split into 7 pieces today and 50 pieces tomorrow. Jamaica needs leaders who stand firmly behind what they say, and not leaders who say one thing, watch the reaction, and then suddenly discover that everybody else misunderstood them. Was Mr. Golin flying a kite? Was this a serious position of the leader of the opposition? And here's the bigger problem. The problem of trust, writes Zaire Ricardo. When the public cannot confidently determine which version of your own words they are supposed to believe, how can they trust you with the leadership of a country? You're not a schoolboy in a playground, Mark. You are the leader of the opposition. The office demands maturity, consistency, clarity, and accountability. That is Zaire Ricardo writing, you know. If you believe in democratic socialism, say it with your chest. If you don't, say that clearly too. But don't leave Jamaicans chasing your words around like a dog chasing its tail. Wow. And please, don't blame everybody else every time your own words create controversy. This is precisely why questions are being raised about your leadership. People are not only judging your policies, they are judging your credibility, consistency, and ability to command confidence. Young Ricardo writes, Jamaica deserves better than political gymnastics. Stand up, speak clearly, own your words, take responsibility for what you say. Because, says Ricardo, when a politician has to spend more time explaining what he didn't say than defending what he did say, something is seriously wrong. And he concludes, Mark Golin, grow up politically. Jamaica is watching, and Jamaicans deserve a leader whose words means something when it leaves his mouth. Wow. Food for thought. The debate continues.